Hello, trading is closed on the 22nd of January 2014, and I'm Jeffrey Tennant. Let's talk about today's stock market. Yesterday we had a mejt target of 1839.74 minus, which did not print. There was also a target called for by the system, which I missed, but which a friend of mine pointed out to me, of 1840.52, and that one also missed. So we have a couple of targets that we should see at some point. That goes along with the 1824.79 minus target. Based on factors outside the system, I was looking for a gap outside the day's range, and it was obvious from the open that was not going to happen. During the day, mejt made a few calls. It gave a sell signal around here. Sell signals in the mejt system mean that a lower price will print. It doesn't mean you have to take the call immediately, but we did trade low enough to satisfy the signal. In the afternoon, it said this down move was false and that we would trade high enough to go over this high, which we did. It gave a very unusual signal we call the AM+3 buy signal, right about here. It had not given one in years. It usually leads to a pretty good rally through the end of the day. I'm going to call this one a rare failure of the signal because we dropped low enough to take out the stop. There's no new signal for tomorrow. Based on factors outside the system, there are a number of negative indicators in this pattern. I think the most likely interpretation is churning at the top. I would like to see one more fling up first. I don't use Elliott wave, but usually long, narrow consolidations like this tend to be fourth degrees of some type. So I'd like to see one more fling up. But whether we see it or not, I do think we're going to reverse in the not too distant future. And I think that these lower targets will print when that happens. We might go considerably lower than that. And that's today's call.